Hi, my name's Philip Glassbrough, and I was the director of the audio sessions for Jesus, Our True Friend, Stories to Fill Your Heart with Joy. He's such a wonderful, sensitive actor, and so if you want to just give him a little nudge one way or another, just a little bit more joy, a little bit less of that, he'll respond instantly and with such professionalism.
Now this was a strange thing, because in those days women never sat at a teacher's feet. Sitting at a teacher's feet meant you were the student, and girls weren't allowed to be students. Only boys were allowed to learn.
And, you know, he takes it beyond anything you could ever imagine, really. And he and Sally work together so well. They understand each other, and he interprets what Sally has written so beautifully. Sally has told me that when she's writing these stories, she hears David's voice in her ear.
In no time, she had the onions chopped, the garlic minced, and the stew on the stove.
As a director, really, I'm a listening ear. And so I try never to look at the script. I just try and listen. And if anything doesn't quite work in my ear, then I can look at the script and say, would you just pause there? Or could we just have a little more of that? And he will respond instantly and far better than you could have ever dreamed.
Martha, you're doing all these wonderful things for me. He looked at the magnificent feast Martha had prepared. But the things on your list, they're making you anxious and unhappy. You're like a capsized boat being tossed along and swept away by all your worries. They're pulling you away from me. Don't let them keep you from me.
He understands Sally's heart. So she's trying to show that Jesus is loving and kind and joyful. And these are elements that you don't necessarily get elsewhere, or even if you're just reading the Bible yourself. But she brings that out so beautifully.
Close to you, God, is a good place for me to be, where you can look after me and help me grow and love me. I'm so happy with you, God, like a little tree by a stream.
I think that young people listening to it will hear a whole fresh interpretation of what are sometimes familiar Bible stories, what we call the prodigal son. She's called the two lost sons. So it's not just the bad one that runs away and the good one that stays at home, but they're both lost in a way. Or Mary and Martha, or the woman being stoned, about to be stoned for being a sinner. And Jesus says to the people who are going to stone her, he cares for them as well. So she's brought out so many different nuances and angles and elements of the stories that maybe they wouldn't know. Jesus, Our True Friend, Stories to Fill Your Heart with Joy. They do. They do fill your heart with joy, and they remind us that Jesus is our true friend. Not some judgmental person, not some person laying down the law, not some person bringing lots of rules, but a true friend.